You know when you gotta stop doing what you're doing because God, you got a crucial lesson for humanity that only you can teach? You know what that's like, right? No? Just me. Well, anyways, I just had to stop what I was doing because I have a crucial lesson for humanity that God has compelled me to teach. Apparently. Allegedly. God has also compelled me to stop making goofy faces. But I'm probably not going to listen to that part of God's advice. Yeah. So let me put my thinking cap on right quick. I am watching Morning Joe still via various uploads and increments. And after seeing the video I just posted where what's her name? Oh, well, how did I just forget her name? Very nice lady, probably the Andrea Mitchell, one of the most credible reporters that there is, most experienced and intuitive investigative reporters out there. Andrea Mitchell, a real Jew, probably like a Hebrew, like a Hebrew. Um, Probably a cross between Ephraim and Judah, actually. Genetic analysis, more of a hobby of mine, not to be taken too seriously. But this, for the point of this video, that's serious. And America's got a lot of growing up to do. And this is one of the things that they need to realize, they need to come to terms with before they can mature as a society and actually hold their own in the world. And it's really coming into question whether or not the time is too late for that to happen. So, what's his name? The guy that, not Mike Barnacle, the other guy that's always on Morning Joe, the glasses, black rimmed glasses. He's always there to talk about something to do with North Korea, and he's always wanting to downplay what I would say. He's always going against what I would say on North Korea, which is obviously Russia supports North Korea, and always has. But after Andre Mitchell confirms what I've been saying all along and adds to it that Russia has increased its support, actually, as I predicted, I'm pretty sure I put it on the video. I know I told my wife. I bet you since the election that they've just been pouring shit in there, because who's watching? And this whole thing. Oh God, you're just all idiots. Like all the news media, all the intel analysts, you're all morons. I'm sorry. I don't know how you could think I'm arrogant for saying that. My IQ is 50, at least 40 points higher than yours. And instead of devoting my life to sciences, I have devoted my life to this. Okay, so this is what I'm the expert in, not you. More importantly than that, but in addition to it, my fate has been to experience this in a learning way. Okay, so I've been on this since birth. But let me get back to the point of this video, and then I'll tell you exactly why you're morons when it comes to Vladimir Putin and underestimating him, because I heard them underestimating him again regarding this North Korea shit and regarding all this stuff. So and that's his end game. You don't understand his end game. I'm trying not to get distracted, but that really pisses me off. Gonna get to that in a minute. Holding my horses, as it were. Okay, so the simple point that I want to make, that people need to learn to, move on with their lives, or to realize reality in any way, is the one little detail in all this that nobody seems to have pointed out. Mika and Joe certainly haven't pointed out. Whether they've missed it altogether, I don't know. Democrats rallying behind Jeff Sessions. Democrats rallying around Republican ideals, like defending the country, the Constitution, and whatnot. You see, you can find someone's objectivity and their integrity through what they do in a situation where their party is at fault. Okay? Or when a member of the opposite party, for instance, isn't at fault. If somebody's not at fault and the opposite party is speaking out for them, they don't like the guy, but he's definitely not at fault. That proves that opposite party has integrity. That's the Democrats. They've stuck up for Jeff Sessions. Democrats, liberals now, supposedly, siding with the intelligence community. Liberals against communism. Republicans for it. The world is upside down. That's not the point. The point is, how many times do you see Republicans standing up for the other side of what's right? I saw John McCain do it once when he was running for president. He said, no, he's not an Arab. He's an American. As far as I know, Christian. He was a good man. I don't know if he said the thing about being a Christian, but I think he said in another instance, as far as I know, Christian. As far as you know, he's a Christian. I don't care if you found some squiggly line. You could take any set of squiggly lines and make it mean something in Arabic. And chances are, you can take those same squiggly lines and they'll mean something similar in Aramaic. Hello? The Republicans do not have a majority in this country, but they maintain power through corruption, through mob-like, just power for power's sake bullshit. And it shows in their defense of this Trump. And the Democrats have proven their integrity once and for all in their defense of Jeff Sessions. Click. Should have been the end of the video. But, another but. There was a random little analyst chick. I don't know what her name was, but could have been anybody because everybody says the same damn thing. And the talking point or the general understanding, if you want to call it that, has been that Vladimir Putin's end game is to disrupt the elections. And this is what the CIA has told you, as far as I know, what the CIA knows, and that to me is frightening. That they want to disrupt the election and prove their reclaim their place in the world, their prestige in the world, possibly dominance in the world. And have somebody willing to get the sanctions lifted. have a willing partner in the U.S. in the White House. And they say, because they assume those things, that Putin can't be that smart. They actually said this on fucking Morning Joe, that Putin can't be that smart because he should have known this would happen. He's not going to get the sanctions lifted. He should have known that Trump would get caught. He did know. I tried to tell y'all that a while back. He's going to betray you. He doesn't give a fuck about Trump. Doesn't give a fuck about us either. Vladimir Putin does not give a fuck about the United States of America. We're nothing but a speed bump. Understand? We're not a stumbling block. We're not a roadblock. We're not a cock block. We're not a rock'em sock'em robot. I don't know anything. We are not capable of stopping Russia. Not in our present form. No, not at all. Not with our present level of knowledge. Not at all. Not your present level of knowledge. Vladimir Putin has channeled the spirit of Mars. Okay? And Mars he channels the spirit of something called the accuser. And that is what the Judeo-Christians refer to as Lucifer, the prideful one. So he's the deceiver, Mars, god of war, deception. Okay? He channels pride for their unholy mother, lust, the whore of Babylon, mother, Russia. That's the mother that they're referring to. That's the whore that rides upon the scarlet beast that sits upon the many waters, if you want to look it up in the book of Revelation. And no other possible interpretation of this has even come close to the broad-reaching accuracy of this present time which we find ourselves in. And the more you learn about what I've uncovered or what I've revealed, the more everybody seems to learn about it because it's the truth, the more the world seems to be shaped as it was prophesied 2,000 years ago. Vladimir Putin knows all these things. He knows about this channel. It's a shame how few Americans are allowed to know about this channel. As if they don't have a right to know. As if I don't have a right for them to know. Oh yeah, because what have I done for you lately, huh? This. All of this. It's a big lesson I've been teaching through reality itself. It's unfolding exactly how I told you 2 years ago when I told you I would teach you a lesson through reality itself. Isn't it? Reality has done exactly what I said reality would do. And the number of views that they're allowed to give me on this channel. If anything, it has the opposite effect of what they're looking for. But anyways, here's the deal with Putin. He has used our pride against us. And in doing so, he has deceived us by accusing us of what he has been either planning or has been guilty of. Okay? And I have many other indications of this that verify these things. But if you just simply look at the principle that I've laid out in previous videos as how to tell what the devil's planning, listen to the voice of the accuser, okay? Whatever he's saying that we're doing, that's what he's either done, is doing, or is planning to do. Okay? Everything. Russian propaganda post 9/11 was accusing the United States of being capable of invading simultaneously every other country on the planet. So one could infer, as would be the, MO, so to speak, of the God of War, that deep past the Urals, possibly inside them and underneath them, is a big enough army to conquer the world. And if it isn't there yet, it's being built as we speak, as I speak, as you listen, if you're listening, like, soon. Stupid figures of speech. Okay, Putin has been accusing us of being in contact with ancient demonic beings. Putin has accused us of being the people who killed and cover up the line of Jesus. Putin has accused us of having captured UFOs and developed technology based on them. Putin accused us of harboring Nazi scientists and building UFOs based on that technology, which, of course, came from aliens that landed there. There's always a twist of bullshit in it, but you see a pattern there. Especially when you take it in the historical context, which I've tried to give it on this channel. The ones who've been having flying machines for centuries, that's them. The ones that burned Nuremberg from the air, that's them. The ones who destroyed the remnant of the Atlanteans, that's them. The ones who killed all the Johannites and then turned Europe against the Templars, that's them. But now you think, when they own part of that company that, was it Fusion GPS, that made the dossier that was meant to distract everybody from what I've been fucking pointing out for years. You don't think Putin knew how this was going to play out? You don't think his objectives are being met? You don't think he wants war? Fuck am I supposed to do with you people?